Well, look who just showed up. I'm glad to see them today. Best place to look for gold is where you have previously found gold. I am totally clearing this area. I hope you got the camera handy. Hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am back here on my favorite, another favorite, I have lots of favorites, on my dream claim. This is the one that I bought last year, my retirement claim. It should be amazing. The stories here of gold, I mean huge gold on this river. Not that I found it yet. But today, I've got a bunch of friends, including Pioneer Pauly, and we're gonna see if we can find some of that big gold. Wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now, as you can see from the sky there, the smoke from the US fires has just completely inundated us here. Today is way better than it's been for the last couple days. The last couple days we would have had a hard time even seeing those rocks over there. So it's clearing up a bit, but it is still quite smoky, which is very unfortunate because Pauly's got his drone here today and we would have been able to get some beautiful drone shots. Hopefully he still can. Now, I do have the Minelab Gold Monster 1000 here with me today because there is bedrock everywhere around here. And if there's going to be big gold, the big gold will be sitting on the bedrock. I do have to thank KellyCo for supplying me with the Gold Monster 1000. If you need any metal detecting or gold prospecting equipment and you live in the US, check out the link below to KellyCo. They have great prices and great equipment, and they're really good to deal with. That's enough talking. Let's find some gold. I got a nice signal down here. So I do have my first nice signal down here. Ow! Oh, and now I have a sore leg. Ouch! In here, looks like it's up in there, there's a signal. Now, I kind of want Pauly to come on over here and confirm it with his metal detector, and he also has the pry bar, which might help us. But I got a nice signal. While I'm waiting for Pauly, I'll just sort of pick away at this a bit and see if I can clear out some of the loose stuff. Pry bar could probably get this guy off. He's kind of loose. This is loose. Hey, look who joined us today. It's Keith and some other random dude. Bye-bye, Keith. So as I'm breaking away that bedrock, I'm finding lots of this. These are big chunks of pyrite in the bottom of that crack. So that quite possibly could be what's giving me the signal. Now, doesn't mean there's not gold in that pyrite. Still doesn't mean there's not gold in that crack. But the fact that there's such mineralized rock here could be giving me the signal I'm finding. Now, my signal seemed to disappear on me, so it probably was that pyrite, but I figured since I was already clearing out this crevice, I might as well go to town on it and clear it all out. And now that Pauly's here, he might have a crowbar that I can use to clear out some of the rocks that are stubborn. Let's see if there was anything in that. Now normally I just throw away my classifiers. I don't look through them, but on a creek like this where there's nuggets, I will look through that. That being said, if there was a nugget that big, it would have set off the metal detector in my pan. And waving the metal detector over the pan wasn't showing any signal at all. Well, first pan of the day. Let's see what we got. We got some nice gold. For the first pan of the day, that's some pretty nice chunky gold. I like it. Looks like it's fresh out of the rock. Whoa, I'm happy. Well, hopefully you can hear me a bit better. There was a lot of noise where I was panning over by that little waterfall. What I found in that last pan intrigued me enough that I'm gonna go back and do another one in this vein. It wasn't big, there was nothing big, nothing that would have set off the metal detector in that pan, but a lot of fine stuff. And the fine stuff was really, really coarse, like it had come directly out of the vein. And yes, that is a calcite vein down there with pyrite in it. It could be releasing gold. So I'm gonna take chunks of that rock home to sample as well, plus do another pan. Now I got the tool I need for finding gold or fighting zombies. Some of this stuff looks so much like gold in this seam. So much. It's probably a pyrite, but goodness, that looks like gold. One piece of gold this time, and it's a placer piece, so it was definitely river run. So finding only one little speck of gold down there, a few up here, makes me kind of want to go up, but really there wasn't all that much there, unless maybe I track it all the way up the hill and see if there's some fresh stuff uphill. But yeah, gotta find somewhere better. Looks like Pauly might be going and getting wet. Looks like Keith might be filming it. So we just had like a half-hour debate of how safe this water is for Pauly to jump in and go sniping down the canyon.
Well, hello everyone.
And we want to make sure that we keep Pauly safe because we like Pauly. So he's going to do some sniping up high, I think, and then feel out the water to see how it's going to be going downstream. But while Pauly does that, I have another pan to do. Let's see if it's as good as the first. Better. I'm not sure how Pauly got down there already. He might be part mountain goat or something. I guess there's a way down, but he's down to the sniping spots. Go, Pauly, go! So this is a famous gold creek here, and it's the easiest spot along the river to get down to because you can drive right to the river. So this area, this stretch of river has been hammered really hard by detectors and panners and everything over the years, even though it's a private claim. So we didn't find much down here. We're going to walk upriver to a place that's harder to get to, hoping that we find a little bit more gold. Do some panning up there, do some detecting up there, and some scouting around to see if there's a possibility for underwater sniping. It'll be a while before we get up there, so I'll see you guys in half an hour. And for this trip upstream, I'm going to be taking a Zune La2 tactical shovel. Works as a machete for clearing the path. I can dig with it. I can defend myself from bears or paulies. About a half hour upstream onto this spot of the bank that I know has bedrock close to the surface. Right in here, there's bedrock all through, right like inches from the surface. I know it's there. I was working it and getting lots of fine gold. Pauly's got the good SDC 2300. It's good for big gold down deep. I've got the Gold Monster 1000. It's good for small gold up shallow. And we're gonna go over this whole bar, bench, bank, whatever you want to call it, the bedrock, and see if we can find anything. So I found my first good signal here. Even after I moved the gravel away from it, it's still showing a good signal sitting on bedrock. So I'm gonna use my Zune Tattoo tactical shovel and dig it up. Okay, so the signal seems to be right here. Let's see what it shows. I hope you got the camera handy.
Wow.
Woohoo! And it's my first big nugget from my dream claim. What's that? 3 grams? 4 grams? Pauly just ate it!
Is it in the gravel?
It was actually attached to this piece of bedrock when I propped it up, and it just looked like a bit of a yellow stone.
Wow,
it didn't necessarily look like gold.
Yeah. That's like a fat 4.5 grams.
You think that's 4.5?
4.5? Yeah, it's pretty thick. Heavy. Wow.
Well, when you guys were walking, I still wasn't sure it was gold.
All right, enough of you nerds. I'm gonna go find a nugget. All right.
And I'm sorry to say this, Pauly. You just detected that.
Did I?
This is where you started.
Up here? Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe you didn't go down this low.
All right, let's see.
Here,
Here,
let's throw it on the gravel. Throw it on the gravel. Throw away all the metal.
Yeah, it screams.
It screams.
Here.
That's gonna make any detector scream.
Yeah.
That is why this is my dream claim.
Ha, where'd it go?
I knew they were here. Ah.
Now get out of my way! Ah.
I'm digging more right there. Oh, that made my day. That made my day.
Oh my god, I want to see! Wow, it's so big! Oh my gosh! From it! Okay. Wow!
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
A camera on a camera.
Camera versus camera. That's awesome.
Boom. Okay, here we go. Let's see what else was in there. There was at least one more small signal in my pan. And I will not be throwing that out without looking through it. Had to go for bare feet. I didn't bring any water shoes here. Luckily the water is nice and refreshing today. For some reason I'm taking this extra careful. I don't know why. Look at that. Nothing else. There are a few specks, tiny specks, and that's it. It's okay. I've had a good day already.
Ocean picture stone.
Look at that little hollow right there.
I know, I've been trying to clear this out so I can work all the way down.
We should have brought the pry bar to break these things apart.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, the brute Pauly is trying to move bedrock. He wants to find a nugget under this big... Oh, he's got it! He is a brute! Oh, you're gonna find something there, Pauly. Something more than a hernia.
Too late.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Let's hope he's got it. So I just found another signal here. It's not as clean as the first, but right in here, jumping over to both sides, so it could be anything. Oh, Pauly's gonna scoop for me. Pauly's saying it's on bedrock. Oh, I guess I should have turned off the metal detector, eh? That doesn't make sense. You need that. Oh,
Is that it?
I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Never mind. And it's going more into the gold now. Oh, is that it? I see.
There you go.
And a second nugget for the day.
Way to go.
All on camera too. People cannot say we planted that one.
No.
I hate that when people say those things.
Yeah, I know, that's annoying.
Oh, I almost dropped it.
That's like maybe a gram or maybe just under.
Yeah, I would say that's just under a gram.
Yep.
There'd be gold here.
There be gold, there be the other gold.
Now, strangely enough, there was still a signal in that pan, in your scoop. Let's go check it out. And here goes number 2. Whoop.
Dan, what's the rush?
I think I found another signal, maybe another nugget. So as I panic and run and grab all my tools, because I have a great sounding signal. Let's see what it is. Ah, a big pick or a little pick? And you go with the little pick to start with. What I didn't bring was Pauly's little scoop. Not a huge nugget. Okay, I got it out of the hole. It's now in my pan. So it's not a huge nugget, otherwise I would have seen it go in. But let's see. Come on, nugget. Come on, nugget. Need a hat trick today. Need a hat trick. Now I'm just getting greedy. One would have been good enough for today. Okay, is it? It is! Woo-hoo!
All right. Okay.
Here you go, Keith. Have a look. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't even speak anymore. Oh. It's a flat one, but that's still got to be over a gram. Oh. I gotta make sure I don't get too excited here. I'm starting to get lightheaded. Oh, if I pass out, it's from excitement. Probably in my heart, but and I love how obvious the signals are. Like when we're finding those, they're obvious. Ooh, as I try to. Hi. It's a big flat one. I don't know where it is now. Still showing in the hole. Nope. Showing both in the hole and in my pan. Let's go see. Iron in the hole. Gold in my pan. Okay, that is definitely showing a gold signal in my pan. And in the hole, it is showing a gold signal as well. Let's go see what's in the pan first. There we go. A lead fishing weight. Lead shows as gold on the gold monster because they're both heavy non-ferrous metals. So I've walked a long ways from the others and I found myself a really nice signal. And it says gold, but I don't have any tools here with me. Brilliant. So I'm digging by hand, looking for a really big piece of shiny something. Never mind, I found it. Don't know what it is, but I found it. It's copper. Interesting. I'll take that back and clean it up and see what it actually was when it was full. Wow, this river is just one crazy scenic spot after the next. Look at the color of the water. Size of the mountains. Wow. So here's our day one totals. We got a bunch of fine gold from that first crevice I was working in. Really coarse stuff, looks like it came straight out of the rock. And of course, some really nice nuggets from the second spot we were working. Those 3 nuggets work out to just over 6 grams of gold. 4 on the big guy, and 1 on each of the little ones. But that's only day 1. Who knows what day 2 will hold. Well, look who just showed up. I'm glad to see them today. So the plan for the second day was to take Pauly and the crew up and find more of those nuggets we found yesterday. But before we headed to that part of the claim, we thought I'd show Pauly the bottom side of the claim where we could hike in and maybe do some underwater sniping next time. And again, we found claim jumpers. And this time, they were set up big time mining, illegal mining. Dredging in the river, big time illegal here in BC, huge fines. They had poo dredges down there. They had all the air pumps, the generators, the hot water for their suits, everything. Big, massive camp set up down there. And again, we have to call the cops, bring the cops out, and deal with claim jumpers. This time, luckily, the cops hopped in their truck right away, came up here right away, and they're down at the river right now dealing with the problem. But that eliminates most of today for finding more nuggets. Hopefully we'll get a few minutes up on the creek. So here is the claim jumpers operation. When the police went down to talk with them, they made them give us the gold they found, but what they actually gave up was quite a joke. You know, after 4 hours of us working the place, I got 6.5 grams of gold. What they gave up was about a 1/4 gram of gold, and that's what they said they got. I'm sure they just pocketed the rest and are now laughing all the way home. However, the ministry is really focusing on illegal dredging and claim jumping these days and pressing charges on anyone they find and actively looking for them. So, these people will have charges laid against them under the Water Sustainability Act. If you want to hear the whole story and all the conflicts and confrontations and everything, go off to Pioneer Pauly's channel. His video of this outing focuses a lot more on the confrontation with the claim jumpers. So if you want to hear the claim jumper story, go check Pioneer Pauly's channel. There will be a link at the end of this video. Well, I didn't think this trail needed a claim sign, but apparently it does. So there we go, we got a claim sign, and I actually have an extra trail cam sitting in my car just for this situation. I'm gonna find some tree that I can put it up high and watch the trail. Maybe a little bit away from the sign, otherwise people see that and will look for the camera. I'll go down the trail a little bit. So before I sign off, I have to say a big thanks to everyone out there. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this week's episode of Dan Hurd Prospecting. I could not offer weekly episodes like this without the support of my patrons out there. So if you are one of my patrons, thank you so much. If you'd like to learn more about supporting free, online, education and entertainment in the mining field, please consider going to patreon.com/Dan Hurd to learn more about it. It was an interesting trip, that's for sure. Very interesting trip. Hope you all enjoyed, and until the next one, everyone, hopefully with no claim jumpers, bye.
Bye. Oh, later.